Okay. Last one. Trust me, last one. Okay. Welcome to our new channel. We are two broke creatives. Well, maybe not that broke, or maybe let's just leave it like that. So we want to welcome you to this new channel. We're gonna start today. We're doing our first project today, and we want to tell you that in this channel, if you stay tuned, you're gonna see different projects here. It's a mix because we are a mix. We do graphic design, we do video, photography, we do science, we do handmade, craft, art, wall art, we do a bunch of things here. So we invite you to have fun with us, and we just wanted to give you something new every week, something that you can entertain yourself, but also maybe learn something from us. And with no further ado, let's go with our first project. This is a personal project that we just made for my sister-in-law. It was her birthday in September. In August 27th, sorry. So she loves airplanes, she's passionate about aviation, and she's gonna start a new course of aviation soon. We want to give her something with love, made with love, and different and custom. So let's just see it. Let's just see what we did, how we did it, and let's see the result. Stay tuned, and thank you for watching us. Let's go. So first things first, we're gonna head to Illustrator. An Illustrator or any other vector program, you can just make a new file. Then we type her name, in this case it's Brianna. And once we typed her name, we pick a font that we like. In this case, we pick the font Supreme. We are heading to that font, font.com. You can download that font from there or any other. Going back to Illustrator, we applied the font, the new font that we just downloaded, and we need two because the airplane has two wings. We need one heading to the right and then the other one heading to the left. So we are going to invert this one. We are gonna use this software for the cut plotter that we have. We're gonna leave the link in the description. It is a pretty good cut plotter. It is a machine that we 100% recommend to get because we use it every day in almost every project we make here. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna peel off what we don't need. This is a vinyl. This is the, if I'm not mistaken, this is the 350 Oracle series vinyl, and it is for interior and exterior decal use. We peel off everything that we don't need, and we just leave the name. Is the same name twice because there are two wings for the airplane. Once we have peeled everything that we don't need off, next step is to apply transfer. Transfer paper or transfer tape is, as the word says, it is what we are going to use to transfer this decal to the airplane wings. In this case, we are going to use just a little bit, so we measure approximately how much we're going to use. We apply little by little the transfer on top of the decal with a plastic palette, or if you don't have one, something a little bit hard like a credit card probably. Okay, we save the name for later then, and we start with our 3D print parts. First thing is we're going to remove all the supports. This is the body of the airplane. You see all the supports there? We're going to start removing them. Use whatever you have on hand. It is just, we can use fingers, our fingers, that's okay too. But in this case, they are pretty difficult to take off. So the goal here is to just leave the part of the airplane that we need. We remove the supports of all of our little parts. These are the wings. This is the last part that we are removing. Once you got all the supports out, next step is we're gonna use this dry decks spackling. You can buy it in Home Depot, Lowe's, any hardware store, and it is used to fill holes in the wall or drywall, etc. But we use it pretty much for 3D prints, because that way we can cover those little lines that you can see in the 3D print, so we can have a better finish. We're gonna apply these dry decks to all of the parts of the airplane that we want to cover those lines. For instance, in the top, they look pretty good, but in the bottom, where we remove the supports, they're not that good. So let's fix that with dry decks. We use our fingers. You can use gloves, you can use different tools. In this case, we use fingers because it's better for us. But you don't have to do it if you don't want to. These tiny sand sticks, they are the best. Trust me when I say they are the best. So we are also gonna leave the link below if you wanna buy them. They're pretty useful, 100% recommended. So we sand all of our parts with different sandpaper. We go from 80 to 320. And once we have everything sent and we are happy with the results, with the textures and the amount of lines that you can see or not from the 3D print, we proceed now to paint or prime them. In this case, we usually prime all of our 3D prints before painting them, but in this case, we're not gonna do it because we're pretty happy with the results. So we are just skip that part and we are gonna paint directly. Okay, so now we are gonna apply our decal, her name that we cut before, and we have saved for later. Now is the time to apply it in the wings. As you can see, we wanted to give a texture in all the airplane. We wanted to look like if it was some airplane that she used to fly. So we don't want it to look like new or something like that. We want this old texture in top of the wings and the body of the airplane. Looking pretty good. So we peel the transfer off and we have this beautiful name in top of our first wing. Let's go for the next one. Once we have our decals in top of our wings and we have assembled all the parts together, this is what we get. A little custom present to a family member that she's gonna appreciate because it's handmade, it's custom, and it's something different and just made for her. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the process. Thank you so much for watching us. Please don't forget to comment, to hit that like button if you like what we do, and remember to activate the notifications in the panel below so you can be notified every time we upload a new video. Thank you so much for your support. See you in the next one.